What is up everyone, this is Tuesday's tip, week number 3. And in this week's tip, I'm going to show you how to blend your subject into the scene that you're trying to put them into a little bit better so they look like they're actually in the scene. So let's head over to the computer just now and we'll get started. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to get to our subject layer. So we've already got our subject in the scene. We've already got them in there. We've added our layers, so we've added the shadows, everything like that we need. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to add a colour balance. Make sure that that colour balance is then linked to our subject. If it's not, let's not get a little down arrow, we're going to hit Option or Alt, and we're going to just link it. Make sure that it's linked to the subject, first of all, before we get started. Okay, so then we're going to turn our cyan up. Now with this image, there is actually two colours here. So we've got our pinky purpley colour, and then we also have the blue in the outer rim of the picture. So let's turn our cyan up first of all, because there's blue in here. And then we're going to turn our blues up. Okay, let's get that up there. To about here. Okay. And then from there, we're then going to add another layer. So let's just call this blue, first of all, so we can remember where that is. And then we're going to add another colour balance. And this time we're going to turn our magentas up on this as well. I'm going to bring this up pretty high here. Okay, and we're going to call this pink. Oh, let's fix that there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we'll click on the layer mask and we're going to then Command I. Okay, so Command I, and that's going to invert that layer mask there for you so we can then paint it in where we want it to be. So we're going to go to our brush tool, make sure it's on a soft brush, and we're going to bring it up to about 50% here. And we're just going to make sure we're on a white soft brush, and we're just going to paint in our colour. Let's go heavier than that. Let's go 100% just now. So just where we see that the blue is going to hit her, around about this area here. Okay, so once we've done that, we're then going to go to our pink. Again, a soft brush there, and we're just going to paint this in on our subject to where we think it should be. So light spreading across our dress here. See it? Now where it won't be is it will not be under this table, this edge of this table, so we're going to bring that back in there. Again, working with these layer masks means we're working non-destructively, so we can bring it in and out where we need it to be. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we want to do is we want to add another layer, so a new layer on top. Again, we want to make sure it's linked. We're going to call this blue, and then we're going to add another new layer, and we're going to call this pink. So we're adding another layer of pink and another layer of blue. Okay, let's start with our blue. We're going to go to our colour palette over at the side here. I've already got my colours here, so we're just going to choose a blue. It doesn't, you can take the little marker here and you can actually choose a colour from the area that you're wanting to match in with. Okay, so from here we're going to then paint in our blue. Okay, we're turning her into a Smurf at the moment. Okay, then we're going to go up to our blend options here at the top, and we're going to change that to a soft light. Okay, and then we're also going to tone, let's just tone this down just a little touch here, I think. Okay, and we want to add a layer mask to this as well. Okay, let's just take our black brush, and we're just going to tone it off our face just a little bit here. Okay, let's take this right up to 100% at the moment. So we've got it back up to 100%. Let's go to our pink now. Again, the same colour we used. again, just choosing from an area that's got that colour in it. If you want to go a little bit lighter, you can. And we're just going to paint this in now, just across her here, to where that light would be hitting off of her. Okay, and then we're going to add a layer mask to that as well, and we're going to change the blend mode, and we're going to change it to soft light as well. So now we've got that tone coming into our face. Now, we want to brighten our face up a little bit because there should be a bit of a glow coming onto our face. It's a bit dull. So what we want to do is we want to then add a curves layer to the top, and we're going to globally bring up the curves on the whole image. We bring it up pretty high here. Okay, and then we're going to invert that layer mask. So we're on the layer mask, Command I to invert it, so it's now hidden. And we're going to then bring our white brush, and we're going to change the opacity down to about there. We're just going to bring this up a little bit brighter here. Okay, again turn the opacity down just a little bit more. I just want a wee bit more on our hand here, and our face, just here. Okay. And then with the pink, we just want to bring a little bit more in here, just to the side here, just a little bit. Bring this up to 100% here. And we want to be on. Okay. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to tone that pink down just a little bit. So we're on our pink mask here, a black brush. We want to bring the opacity down to about 27%, and we're just going to paint that out just on our face, just a little bit here, so it's not as harsh on our face there. It's not as harsh down here, not as harsh over here, the neck. Let's turn that opacity down a little bit, just here. Okay, back to our white brush. And bring it back in on the arm here again. Okay. Let's see our blues. Let's take the blue away just a little bit. So if we go back to our black brush here, and we want to take this blue away from here, turn our opacity back up, so that pink starts to show through a little bit more. Okay, go back to our curves layer. We're getting a little bit of, we want a little bit of light coming in to our feet as well. So turn the opacity down just here. Let's just lighten. Okay, I think we're pretty happy there. So guys, you want to make sure that you're adding the colour tones into your subject that are already in the scene there. So that they're matching in with the final image, and she starts to look like she's actually in the scene there. So let's have a look at our final image. If we just go to our history brush here, just do a little history snap here. So this is what she'll look like. And then once we've added all the tones in, this is her now. So as you can see now, it looks like that light is now hitting her on the face, on her dress, on her arm, but we've also got that blue tone coming in from underneath and from the back there as well. So she looks now that she's actually in the scene. Well guys, I hope that Tuesday's tip has been helpful and it's given you a lot more confidence in adding your subjects into the scene and making them look like they're actually there. I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button down below if you have found this video helpful. And if you hit that bell, you'll get the notification for John Wilson's Tuesday's Tips. Don't forget, you can head over to the education webshop at education.wilsonphotography.co.uk where you can purchase backgrounds, tutorials, custom brushes, overlays, all the works of everything for learning to do this type of photography or any other type of photography. You can also head over to Facebook, to my private Facebook page at John Wilson Photography Education, where we're all helping each other out to improve on our photography. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll catch you on next week's Tuesday's Tip.